When you take modafinil consistently, one thing you will notice is that you're going to have a lot less time for bullshit and drama. And I say that because modafinil encourages you to work and it encourages you to get things done. And people that don't like to get things done generally stall or have excuses. And once you're taking modafinil, like, you just won't go for it anymore. So if you have friendships with people and they stall or they're full of drama or they're full of BS, that relationship might actually diminish because they're not getting anything done. And you're going to question the purpose of that relationship because you won't understand it anymore. You're like, how did I spend so much time with a person that doesn't get anything done, and then I couldn't get anything done in my life? So we're going to talk about two friends. I finally told two close and personal friends about modafinil. One, because I wasn't sure, like, if it was addictive. I wasn't sure if it was going to work. A lot of things I was not sure about at the beginning, which is why it sort of took a long time. So I personally have known about modafinil for about 1.5 years, and it is August 2018. So I've known about it for about 1.5 years, more or less. And I started being consistent, which is the key point, about 9 or 10 months ago, because at first I had those huge headaches and I couldn't handle it. So about 9 to 10 months ago, I started being consistent with half a pill before 10 a.m. And about 7 or 8 months ago is when I actually was like, wow, this is working. I see it in my relationships. I see it in my income. I see it in my home, as in my home is organized. So if you stay consistent for a few months, you'll actually see it. Like, yes, you know it's working up front because you're getting things done, but sometimes you don't see the fruit of your labor until later down the road. And to really see it like a significant change, it did take about 3 to 4 months of being consistent to see a consistent change. And so we're going to talk about two of my friends. I told two of my friends about modafinil because I'm like, hey, this helped me. Not because it's a drug and it's trendy, but hey, like, no, this really changed my life. And I would not tell you about it if I didn't think it could improve your life. So my first friend, he's a guy. And I met him when I was about 14 or 15 years old. Now he's married with 3 children and a wife. So it's nothing, intimate. He's just my really good childhood friend that I've known most of my life. And he's into construction. Now he's a licensed general contractor. But when he wanted to get into construction about 2 years ago, really he had to pick up handyman work and it wasn't enough for his family. So with my first friend, my childhood friend, he is not organized. Oh my God, he's not organized. And he likes to convince people that he is organized. And because I've known him for so long, like, you can't pull the wool over my eyes. Like, I know, like, this is not together and you're making up stuff. Like, I don't know who you are and I haven't known you most of your life. Not organized by any means. He never calls people back. He never returns text messages. He just, he has a lot going on, but there was no glue. There was no net to pull it together. And so about a month ago, I told him about modafinil. I just finally came out the closet. And I was like, look, friend, I've been taking this pill called modafinil because he knows about the success that I've been having. He's seen my life change. He's witnessed everything come together. And finally, I just was like, look, I'm taking a pill. It's called modafinil. It's not me. It's the pill, pretty much. And I gave him 1 sleeve of my pills. I'm like, just take half a pill a day before 10 a.m. And when you finish the pill, we'll talk about if it actually made any changes in your life. So I gave him the sleeve. He took half a pill and said, I'm getting major headaches. I can't take half a pill. It's too much. He says, I cut it down to 1/3. I'm like, cool. As long as you're still seeing like the results and you're still seeing the effects and you're getting things done, that's what it's about. So if a third of a pill works for you, it works. I have no opinion about that. If it works, it works. But what I also noticed, because I've known him for so long, is that I think like some days he doesn't take it, because on the days that he does take it, everything gets done. He calls me back. He calls, all of his real estate friends back. He calls property managers back. He gets everything done. And on the days he does not take it, he'd be like, I'll call you back in a few minutes. And he never calls back, which are things that he would do before modafinil. Modafinil will break your bad habit. So if your bad habit is telling people you're going to call them back in 5 minutes and you'll never call them back, you won't do that when you're consistent on modafinil. If you say you're going to call everyone back, you call everyone back. What modafinil also allows you to do is prioritize. There are some things in our life we just have no control over because it's dependent upon another person. And because it's dependent upon that person, yes, it's a priority, but it's not a priority like all the other things that you can take care of now. And so when he's taking the modafinil, he's getting his projects knocked out super fast. Everything's getting done, the things that he can actually take care of. When he's not on modafinil and he has to reach out and like talk to these other people or contact these other people, he drags his feet. Because I am his friend and I've known him for so long, like I see that. And so I would ask him, like, did you take, your third of a pill for modafinil today? Because it seems like, you're a bit sluggish over there. Did you take your pill? He's like, yeah, I took it. I'm like, are you sure? Because you're not calling people back and you're sluggish about, dealing with other sluggish people. It's like either you're going to deal with them or not deal with them. And that's what modafinil is. So people that are slow and people that are sluggish or people that beat around the bush, pretty much you're going to deal with them or you're not going to deal with them. They're not going to sit around and cause these other problems in your life. And that's what modafinil is. It cuts out sluggish people. It cuts out dramatic people. It cuts out stallers. It allows you to prioritize about what you can get done now and really what's out of your control. So you just have to wait on other people. It just, all that white space, all that empty space that just takes up space in your life, it dissipates. It goes away. And that is modafinil. And so I can sort of tell when he's taking it and when he's not taking it. He thinks he can fool me. And I'm like, you can't really fool me because I've known you for so long. And I don't think you took the pill today because you would get this shit done and you would get it knocked out in a minute. So also he's a father. He has 3 teenage children. They all play sports. So when he does take the modafinil, he takes them to all these sporting events. It's amazing. He's a general contractor. He's flipping multiple properties at one time. And then before he was a general contractor, he worked on my rental property. He just did handyman stuff. But whenever he has the extra time, because he has so much of it now, he does go back with and works with property manager, and he'll provide them with handyman services in addition to being a general contractor. So modafinil will make more time in your life for things that you want to do, like spending time with your family, taking them to sporting events, picking up that extra money that's always been offered to you, but you couldn't take it because you were trying to pull something else together. And it worked for me. I am not in real estate. I am not in construction. It worked for me. It worked for construction. It worked for real estate. And now I have a friend that when he takes his pill and he's consistent, he gets amazing results.